Hello and welcome to the Skulldash tutorial. This is the first episode of probably many, where we'll be covering how to get 100% tokens in every single level of Skulldash. Before we begin, I'll explain a little bit about Skulldash. So Skulldash is a mod where these 5 tokens, as you see in front, known as Skulltokens, are scattered throughout every level. To complete any given level, you need to collect 75% of the tokens. 75% of the tokens will unlock the exit, making it available for you to just progress to the exit. Or alternately, if you collect 100% tokens, you'll get double score in the level. So I'll explain more as we go. I will be playing all levels on ultra-violence unless otherwise mentioned. So we'll start by going straight to the options room, strangely. So in the options room, you get a few options, so it's worth having a quick look here before you start. So you can change the difficulty mid-game, so we could say, you know what, that level is difficult, I'd rather play it on Hey Not Too Rough and get a few less points. But we'll be playing on Ultra Violence. If your computer can't handle some of the sort of higher graphical end levels, chances are they've got reflections in them, so come here, turn them off, you'll probably be able to play them a bit better. And then here and here you're able to view your scores for a given part of the game. So you've got the main game and you've got the community tier. We'll explain more about that later. And then there's credit sequence if you wanted to see who made the mod. So, running through here, these 8 places are places for players to start the game. If you just play a multiplayer game, there's multiple spawns. These are shortcuts to tier 4 and 5 respectively. This is tier 3 as indicated here. That is educational, the tutorial level, and tier 1's through the door. So to unlock tier 1 you have to play the tutorial. Now I will be using a built-in sort of shortcut to skip most of the tutorial, rather than worrying about going through the door or reading all the text. There's a small little alcove just here, see it's slightly darker? If you press use, it gives you a switch which lets you skip the intro. This allows you, if you wanted to get a high score even on a tutorial, to do so. So, as you saw, there's these multiple coloured tokens. They give you different features. So the blue tokens, actually we'll start with the white tokens. The white tokens are the general token. They are just there to give you a few points and be the main collectible. There's the blue token, which adds 5 seconds to the timer, which I'm sure you've noticed to the top right by now. There are red tokens which give you 25% health and can go above 100 health, unlike a medkit, as you'll see here. And there's green tokens which are again same as the red but for armour. Lastly there's the golden token which gives you 50,000 points, which is huge, as well as 100 armour. And they count as armour bonuses, so if the last armour you picked up was a blue armour, you'll still have the same attributes of the blue armour, which gives you 66% protection instead of 33%. So we have all the tokens in the map. When you get all the tokens, normally a secret will open or a soul sphere or mega sphere will spawn in the level. Collecting the soul sphere is a good idea because it will increase your health to say 200 in this instance. And if you beat a level with more than 100 health, that health will carry over to the next level. Obviously this is a tutorial, so that will get reset. And you can exit. So here you can see I've got a total score of 470,000 by beating the level in 1 minute 16, collecting every token and killing most monsters. So it's nice and simple. If you want to see the score that you got on a level, you can just run over the line and you'll see your score as well as the name of the level. So this is a display, you'll see this is a tick, and on other levels it's a cross. So the cross implies that you have not yet beat this level. If you're to beat the level with 75% tokens or more, you'll get an orange tick, and if you get 100% tokens, you'll see the green tick with a plus, meaning that you've done a full completion. So this is tier 1, as indicated by the sign, and the fact that we've finally got here. So you've got levels 1, 2, 3 and 4. Most other tiers will have a boss map. If you were to 100% every level within the tier, as well as the boss map, so get all the tokens, bonus levels will open, such as behind this door and this door. This is the community tier. I'd suggest coming here once you've beaten the main game, because most of the levels here are a lot harder than the others, but we'll have a quick preview now. Welcome to the community tier. These levels are not considered. These levels are considered to be their own and do not unlock levels within the main game. So we've got mappers such as Remarath, Atronox, myself, Dread Up, more Rimwrath, Tormentor 667, Jimmy, Zizzy01, Kyle 2959, Pooliash, and Ball. Those are all the mappers who've contributed, some more than others, and some with larger levels than others too. But we'll be focusing on a main game, which is everything from here in that direction. So we'll start with level 1. Level 1 is Yellow Submarine. It's actually quite an easy level, as it should be. It's level 1. I'll have a quick look at the map after I kill this imp to show you that there are 0 secrets. Top left, quite small, I understand that, sorry. So, most levels, not all, but most levels have secrets in which do hide some tokens, so it becomes a little bit more difficult to get the 100% token marker. But that's what these videos are for, to help you find the 100% token marker. So, this being the first level, there's a bit more pistol action, but it's not particularly extensive and it's not too difficult. So the only difficult token is this one here, which can be obtained by shooting... Oh, there you go. Which can be obtained by shooting this switch here and holding backwards. There you go, nice and easy. You can't really get lost in this level either. There's just too little area to go, no sort of exploration or anything, so I wouldn't worry yourself over it too much. Just try and find every token you can, and try not to get shot too much by the shotgunners. So if you're the kind of guy, I assume you are thanks to playing, well, I said guy, could be girl, but if you're the kind of person who enjoys getting 100% in most games and getting high scores and that sort of stuff, which I assume you would be by watching this video, then your best bet is to play on the highest difficulty you can tolerate. If you play on Nightmare, you get 2.5 times score compared to, say, I'm Too Young to Die. For example, Ultraviolence, the default difficulty for most people, is double score. Now that we've got all the tokens on the map, a Soul Sphere is spawned. I will try and show you where all of those are in most levels. It's either a Soul Sphere or Mega Sphere. And we can go to the exit. Having 100% tokens doubles your score, so it's very, very worth it to have 100%. So, this returns you to the hub. Nice sort of fading transition, no mess, no fuss. As you can see, we've 100%ed this one. Now, I'm here to show you the secrets and other dev sort of things, so if you shoot this switch, you get a little nice shot thing. I know, silly joke, no other switches really do that, but there you go. So, level 2, Ancient Treasure. This was one of the first levels actually created for Skulldash. This level, as of the time of speaking, I was going to say writing, but that's not quite right. At the time of recording, yeah, this level is about 9 years old. Compared to some of my other 9-year-old maps, this has aged very well. So, most levels have, say, secrets in them. This one is no exception with, I believe, 4 secrets. Yeah, 4 secrets. And there's one of them right in front of our face. So, I'll show you shortcuts and stuff as well if I know of any. Maybe ways to break the game a little bit, just for funsies. So, the first one to worry about is over here behind this wall. If you hit use, see how it's different from this one? You get a secret blue token. Then straight away after, there's this one hidden in a little crouchy hole. So make sure you use crouch to go down and get that token. There's 3 tokens up here by the exit. You don't need them now, but it's always good to get them early so you know what to do. We hit this switch earlier. I didn't explain what that does. That lowered some bars that were just through that window there. If you fall down here, that's how you get this secret. So that's 3 out of 4 already. And then the 4th one is just there. So you take a running jump at it. No need to strafe run, no need to make it difficult for yourself. So I'm going to go back this way, go in here. And first thing you'll notice is that there's actually sky up there, which is nice. And once we hit the switch and kill some things, we'll also discover a mechanic, the time bonus, which did happen in the first level, but I didn't mention it. Time bonus can be triggered by anything at all in the game, anytime it's relevant. So this token here gives you a 25% bonus just because. There's a little dragonfly hidden up there in the ceiling. You may not have noticed that. Sometimes I mark my maps with my own signature, if you will. So, we're going to head down to the caves. Try not to fall off. There's lava. It won't instant kill you, but it does hurt. So you can jump across, or if you're old school you can run across just fine. So behind here there's some lost souls. It's better if you take them out early, I think. Take out the Cacodemon that spawned in. And then do a little bit of jumping to go get yourself the red token. Now we can go down here for the return trip. We have all the tokens, so if you just make your way back to the exit that we saw directly across from here, you can exit the level. The soul sphere on this level spawns right in front of the exit, so there's nothing to worry about, and that's our first custom enemy from Skulltag, which is the blood demon. Before we finish, I wanted to show you this little shortcut. So to get up there early, you can jump off of this little ledge here, like so. I don't always get that first go, it can be a bit of a tricky jump, but today we got it first, so that's good. So, bit of dev commentary for you. I definitely put in a lot of work trying to make this as polished as possible. So things like screen transitions and music transitions, I've tried to keep smooth. So you'll see when you walk into this portal, it'll fade to white. The music will fade out rather than just cut. And the next level will start, it will fade from white and it will fade into the music. Like so. It's not exactly a particularly difficult effect, it's just something nice, I guess. So this level has quite a few hit scanners, and it's best tackled if you were to collect all the stuff that's hidden on the inside of the building first before we leave. Missed that shot, but that doesn't matter too much. There we go. So we're going to stay on the inside of the building, as said. Collect all the tokens hidden in the little nook. Sorry, excuse me. Collect all the tokens in the nook and crannies. Just don't miss anything tucked away in the corners. You may have noticed as we pass by, in the first room, I'll go show you, under the floor are a bunch of tokens. I'll show you how to get them in a minute. So once you've got the rocket launcher and super shotgun, we'll go outside. You don't particularly need such strong weaponry, you could go without either. It just makes things more comfortable, I suppose. And then there's the chain gun up here for you. So don't forget to check behind the stairs. Anything that you missed is likely to be behind those stairs. So I'm going to press that switch in a minute, I'll explain why. If we jump down here, there's a red armor, which is great because it has something ridiculous like 80% armor protection, and just on the edge there is a dragonfly. And we'll get the teleports now. So that's our right as a bounce pad. Just walk forwards, you won't go wrong. Now that spawns in a few enemies just down here, but don't jump off just yet, just shoot them from up here if you can help it. Because if you walk along here, you'll come to this island, which takes you to the underside of the floor with the tokens. So now we've got the last, whoopsie daisy, sorry. Now we've got the last room, so we just jump over the wall. And in here you're going to want to keep a demon alive. Oh, we didn't hit the switch. There you go, with a time bonus as well. Check behind the stairs. So we want to keep one demon alive, there's two in here. And the reason for that is we want to jump on its head if we can get up there. That is a big if. It's not the easiest challenge, and now he's dead. Okay, there is a backup plan, don't worry. But yes, if you can help it, jump on a monster's head to get up onto the gold token here. It's the least risky way. There we go. So we'll collect all the other tokens, so that gold token is the only one left. And now that everything's dead, the only way up there is a rocket jump. So if you distance yourself and angle the rocket, there you go. It can be quite comfortable once you get it down. This side of the exit is where the soul sphere is, where the chain gun was. And if you walk in, the level ends. So that's quite a small level. The first couple of tiers are relatively small. So once you start getting to about tier 4, that the levels start growing in size. So we're going to have a quick look in the options room just so I can show you the score counters. So if we go to the main game score, you can see now that 4 out of 5 of the first tier have been beaten. Then you get to see tier 2, and it shows you, say, the bonus that you'll unlock from the first tier, and the boss, and the other levels, so on and so forth, which we'll get to in a future video. I might cover the bonus within this video, we'll see. So, level 4, the last one of the tier. This is Frostbound. This level was very different. The intro was the same before, and it's the first to feature the reflective floor effect that I mentioned. Don't miss the blue tokens against the blue wall and the blue bricks. Everything's blue, you could miss it quite easily. So, in this level, it was made by a person called Sly64. Uses a MIDI from, I believe it's Metroid Prime, Phaedrana Drifts. I could be slightly wrong in how I've said that. Apologies for any errors there. This switch here triggers this lift. What you're going to want to do is press it and then run very quickly, because there's not much time to get on the lift. Might take you a couple of tries, but as long as you sort of calmly approach it, you'll probably make less errors. This Spectre room opens up once you collect that blue key over there. So now this BFG will access once we have 75% of the tokens. Oh, I forgot to explain, this is a secret that you have to shoot. You'll notice it by the red border where everything else is blue. So next up we're going to go the other direction. We're going to go left instead of right. And the first thing we want to do is jump across here. Then instead of going this way, we'll fall down under the water just to the right of where we went. And you'll find this secret room. And in this secret room you can see another secret room which is very similar, almost looks like a reflection, with a golden token. So we'll get there soon. So we'll go back up to the left where the blue key door is. Might want a shotgun at the ready here because there's a cacodemon just behind the door. In fact, I forgot about the super shotgun just there. That makes everything easier, doesn't it? Up to you how you approach this little slaughter, but I like the chain gun. It feels entertaining. There you go, and there's plenty of ammo for you afterwards. Just collect all the tokens in here. Try to be quick despite the slippery floor. There's 2 imps this way. I believe there's a cacodemon as well, but it's safer if you go this way. So if we press the lift, it's a point of no return. Well, it's not necessarily a point of no return, you can go down a lift, but you're sort of up here now. For your safety, it's probably best to take these hit scanners out from the window, just so they don't sort of snipe you across the way, just like that chain gun is trying to do there. So you might notice even my frame rate's dropping despite having a good computer. That's because of all the reflections. So if there is a problem, just turn the reflections off in the options room and it will generally be not so laggy. I find I only get lag when I'm recording and playing levels like this one, so it's not too bad when I'm not recording. That's the worst spot right there. Sorry for that lag. So this point lowers down with some demons in. It's not too threatening, just best if you're ready for it. That arc file is decorative, it's not a hint as to what's about to happen. So all of this area here is completely new for the expanded edition. The previous map was a bit more rushed. So the first half of the map was made by Sly64, but they kind of disappeared. They became uncontactable and I had to finish the map for them. So, if we drop back down here we did see a token there and there. It's easiest if we jump forwards from here and try and strafe run and jump from there. Then if we go into the water, we can go all the way across under the water. Collect the tokens as we go. There's a surface up here, grab the blue token, and then you'll find yourself in the room with a golden token. Nice. Now, don't run forward to the exit just yet, because there's 2 things we can do. First, if we turn left, there was the cliff that we missed over here with the 3 tokens that we're missing. Never mind the caco, we can just ignore that. And if you want to make this barren just that touch easier, we can go get excuse me, we can go and get the BFG. Obviously in this level the BFG is somewhat pointless, it's more for funsies, but you get 2 shots with it. You can go grab it once you've got 75% tokens, so that's the easiest way to take out Frostbound, probably with the least risk. It's not necessarily the way to get the highest score, but now that we've beaten the first 4 levels, with the green ticks 100%, you'll see that this door has opened, as well as this door. This door would open if you just beat all 4 levels 75%. This is tier 2. We'll have a quick look. So this is the first tier with 4 levels and a boss. The boss becomes available after the first 4 levels are beaten, and because we 100%ed them all, bonus 1. Now, bonus 1 is tricky. It's a pure movement based level. I'll just show you it straight away, but chances are I will die. So what I'll do is I'll hit save here. Ignore the poor save names, so we'll call it Skulldash Tutorials. We'll enter the bonus map. If I fail at first go, I will pick that up in another video for you. Right, off we go. So the main thing that you want to do here, rather than be explained to, is just copy what I do. Don't copy it that much. I've realised an error. Ignore how that jump was. This is why I couldn't jump on top of the demon earlier. I had boom strict set. Make sure that your compatibility options are default. Otherwise some things won't work as intended. Such as these boosters. And jumping on monster heads. There we go. So, being a bonus map, this is a little bit more silly than the normal levels. This green one here is a hint. Go this way to get a secret. Don't just run into the green one, otherwise you'll go flying off the map. Going flying off the map results in death, so when you're here, be willing to sort of just tap your strafe button. Take it nice and easy if you can. But obviously not too nice and easy, otherwise you'll run out of time. With this level, the main factor, there you go, I fell off. Main factor with this level is practice. A lot of people have taken several attempts off the testing team and still struggle with it today. So don't be put completely off if you're not passing it with these. Do I still have the boom setting? No, that was just me being terrible. My apologies. If I fail this one, then we'll call it quits on this video, and I'll do it in a second video for tier 2. I do feel like the boom compatibility is enabled. It is. It's definitely enabled. Okay, so if you were to say you don't want to play a level anymore, let yourself die, and let the timer run out on the continue screen. There you go. And it takes you back to the hub. So that's where I'll leave it for the first level. My apologies for the deaths, but that's going to happen at times. So the next video will be for tier 2. It will cover the 100% of all 5 of these levels. I hope to do the bonus level, or I may in the meantime decide I'll save the bonuses for a separate video entirely. So that's that. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will be back with another video shortly. Take care.